Hi, I'm Chris from Create Education, and we are the preferred partner for education research use for Mayku in the United Kingdom and Ireland. This is the new Mayku Multiplier. Mayku started a few years ago with the Mayku Form Box, a mini vacuum former that was really affordable and really easy to use in schools. Since then, however, they've developed the new Mayku Multiplier as well, which is a pressure former. Pressure formers normally quite a bit larger than this and cost in the region of £60,000 to £90,000. This, however, is a portable unit. The forming area of the Mayku Multiplier is 400mm in diameter and in a dome shape up to 160mm in the middle. The heating element can heat materials up to 220 degrees Celsius. Inside that dome is a sensor that makes sure that material sheets that are being heated don't droop down in the middle and make contact with the models that you want to put on the forming area. The sensor that makes sure that those sheets are nice and level means that you can use materials up to 5mm in thickness, so they can be really heavy sheets that don't droop down. This means that we can use various new materials as they are developed. The 60 psi of pressure that comes from the compressor in the bottom of the unit and is fired into the dome on top will mean that 5 tons of force is put on the top surface of the plastic. This means that it can form around details as small as 1 micron and give you an extremely high level of detail if you want to use that mold for things like molding new materials or you have a high precision use. Currently, we can use ABS, HIPs and EVA sheets, and profiles for these are already built into the machine, so it's a really simple step-by-step graphical process to show you exactly what you're doing. Anyone can walk up to this machine and get the process right first time following the instructions on screen. The first step is to pick the right material. In this case, I'm going to be using an EVA flexible sheet. So we press the circle to begin. We're currently set on PET-G. So we follow the instructions on the screen where it says edit material. We want to select EVA at the top of the list. Click select and it's a 1.5mm sheet. We press the circle button to continue. We then place the material into the build area between the pins that line the material up, and then we close the lid. Our next step is to use the dial over here to lock the material in place and then open the lid again. The multiplier is now adding pressure into the compressor in the base. When this is completed, we will start to heat up the EVA sheet in the top of the dome. At this stage, the multiplier is starting to heat the sheet, which is now being held in the dome here. There is a sensor at the bottom which is monitoring the level of the plastic sheet to make sure it doesn't sag down onto the models that we're going to put onto the build plate shortly. We're now ready to place our models onto the build area. Following the instructions on the screen, it says to press the circle button when we're ready. We now have a short wait while we wait for the EVA sheet to be heated to the right forming temperature. We're now ready to close the lid quickly and lock it into place. And we press the circle button to forward. There's now a 240-second cool down period to make sure that the material is cold enough to touch, but also has properly formed around the models that we have put in place. So we can now unlock the unit and inspect our molded parts. And we're all done. The Mayku Multiplier is also network connected. So as new updates, new materials are released and improvements to the firmware, these can be delivered automatically to the machine, so it will get better over time. There are more materials coming all the time as well. One of the really interesting things about this machine is, if you're interested in developing uses for your own materials, you can get in touch with Mayku and become part of their Pioneer program, in which they will support you with research and with the machine to develop your own materials and applications. The Mayku Multiplier is already being used across design and manufacturing, automotive, food and hospitality, custom mouldings, and a whole host of creative industries. If you're looking for more information about the Mayku Multiplier or the Multiplier Pioneer Programme, please get in touch with us. You can visit our website at www.createeducation.com, contact us at enquiries@createeducation.com, or give us a call on 01257 276 116.